Yo, what's up everybody, FornaTRON here, and today we are back again with our remastered Elden Ring easy mode beginner's guide that's going to include the brand new Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. In the previous episode, I just showed you where to farm some crafting materials so you know how to make some more bleed grease and also how to make the gold foul foot. That's going to massively increase the amount of runes that we get per boss that we kill or per enemies that you kill. And then we also have the golden scarab to stack on top of that. And now we are finally ready to take on our next big boss. Let's get into it. Okay, so I know y'all have been edging for this, but we are finally ready with our +5 Bloodhound's Fang to take on our next big boss. So we're gonna go to the secluded cell, Site of Grace, here in Stormvale Castle. Okay, and we're gonna two-hand our weapon. You can change it to whatever time of day, like nighttime or whatever. It's just for cinematic effect. Like I would change it to daytime. Let's do that right now. Okay, so this is gonna be the move for this boss. We are gonna summon in our helper here, which is gonna be Nefeli Lu. She'll help take off aggro from the boss. And then we're gonna take a sippy from our mixed physic. And then we're gonna switch to our dagger so we can do Golden Vow. And that way we buff ourselves and Nefeli Lu. We'll switch back and then we'll put on some grease and then we'll run into the boss arena. We're gonna do the same kind of combo that we did for Margit. So we're gonna run in, do a charged R2, and then do your L2 and then R2 combo. And then maybe finish off with a jump R2, and that should break posture for the boss. So you can get a visceral attack in, and you should have also procced bleed by that time. This boss has 2 phases. So when you get to about, I think it's 50%, it might be when you're within like 2/3 of their health. It'll switch to a second phase. You'll know it's about to go into phase 2 because the boss will stop and do like a big charged attack on itself, and then it'll trigger a cutscene. When the boss is like doing that charged attack, you could get a few free hits, but you'll run out your stamina. So I find once the boss starts triggering into phase 2, just stop, get all your stamina back, because as soon as it goes into phase 2, you're gonna be warped to a certain part of the arena, and then you're just gonna run towards the boss, get behind them, do another charged R2, and then an L2 R2 combo, and that should be enough to finish them off. Definitely save scum right here, so that way you don't lose any of your runes and you don't use up all your consumables. So let's do that right now. We're gonna do a save scum right here. Okay, so now that you save scum, again, your last homework assignment was to make sure that you have enough blood grease and that you've also crafted enough of these gold pickled foul foots. So again, we want to really maximize the amount of runes that we get. I would say, I think we should be able to kill the boss quick enough, but I would maybe wait till phase 2 to crack a gold pickled foul foot. That might mess up, I don't know. Maybe just crack it right now, but I think we should be okay. So I'm gonna sit down at the Grace one more time because I switched back to the Radagon Source Seal. Let's also sort chest, and let's put away all of these talismans we're never gonna use. That way it's easier to switch to the gold scarab. So as soon as the boss fight's over, just switch this to the gold scarab. I have to go back and do it again. Okay, so let's do it. So let's summon Nefeli Lu. Okay, take a sip. Switch to our dagger, so we can do Golden Vow. And let's put on our blood grease. And then I'm gonna crack the gold foul foot now. All right, let's go. Very cool cutscene. Okay, again, let's run up to him. Charge R2. L2, R2, jump. Don't get hit by that AoE like we just did. Do the jump R2. There we go, we just broke stagger. Oh no, he's doing the charge, going into phase 2. Amazing cutscene, okay. So we're gonna run up behind him. Oh, nice. Good one, Nepheli Lou. Usually I run up behind him and do a charge dart too. We almost died. Okay, another L2, and he's done. Okay, and then switch out to the gold scarab.
One day, we'll return together.
Give him some dip.
To our home, bathed in rays of gold.
Nice. We got 23,000 runes for that. Sick. All right. And that was Godrick. So I think we were maybe a little bit more overpowered than we needed to be. But again, this is an easy mode beginner's guide. What fun would it be if it wasn't easy? Okay. Let's sit down. If you sit down here, you'll see that the dude who trapped us earlier, he's now stomping on what's left of Godrick. So the demigods, when they lose their great rune, they turn back to like their almost human form. So you see, like, he was actually just like a small man. And yeah, that's the power of the great runes. They do to you. They kind of like deform you. Cool. Well, that was easy. I'm gonna go over the boss fight again, just to kind of like really go over the moveset so you feel really prepared for this fight. So I'm gonna do that now, but I'm gonna do a quick save scum and then we'll return to this save file shortly. Okay, let's switch back to this. All right. I'm gonna sit down. All right, so let's go over this moveset. Okay, so you can run up to him and he'll probably do like this sliding attack, which you roll at the last second, or just get really close to him and just roll into him. When he does this, jump again, and you won't get hit by that AoE. Remember, he does these delayed attacks, so I just fell for it there, but just get ready to roll at the last second. And he can clear some distance, as you just saw. Let's try that again. So remember, really delayed, and then roll at the last second. So he has like a few follow-up attacks, which can roll catch you. But if you just like strafe behind him, watch out for that attack. He's gonna like run and jump and then do this. Again, just rolling at the last second. Roll into him if you can. They find a lot of his attacks can't reach you when you're that close. Man, almost dying here. So the wind one, he's gonna do a jump, or like he's gonna throw that like wind attack at you. Love that delayed attack. All right, let's get him into phase 2. Just died. Nice. Okay, so like I said, like don't spend a lot of time in phase 1. Just like try to get behind him. Charge R2. Do the L2, R2. Maybe get a jump R2. See, he's already in phase 2. So like I said, you can get like a free hit, but I would just stand here and then let your stamina recharge. And then run behind him, because he always does this flame attack. Get a charged R2 off, do an L2, and then an R2. I'm really surprised that we haven't broken his posture, but do a jump R2. Do another L2, and he's done.
Of all that is golden, and one day.
So for Godrick, I would say like just like kind of like strafe behind him, get used to rolling at the last second. When he does those AoEs, you just jump. But you shouldn't be spending that much time with it, especially with a +5 weapon like we have. and then just the amount of damage that we're doing, like you should just mow through him. It should be no problem for you whatsoever. Okay, so we have returned to our other save file, our regular save file. Let's use these runes and upgrade. And also for defeating Godrick, you get this remembrance of Godrick. So all the major story bosses have remembrances for them. You can use this and trade it in for one of their weapons. You also get a little bit of lore about the boss through the remembrance. And yeah, or you can just use it and pop it and use the runes that it gives you. So we're not going to be using any of the boss weapons in this playthrough, so you can just pop his remembrance. But let's level up right now. So let's go more dex, so we can go 3 points. I'll take it. And then let's use his remembrance. Another 20 Gs, that's nice. We can go up another 2 points. I want to get to 15 faith. Let's put one more into faith. Great. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to go to this site of grace that we got earlier. So Limgrave Tower Bridge. And we're going to use Godrick's Great Rune, but we got to go get it first. And this is kind of a mechanic in Elden Ring. Let's get this lightning talisman here for that we're never going to use. Great Runes is a mechanic within Elden Ring that I wish they did explain a little bit better. Because I see a lot of creators, a ton of players who are playing Elden Ring and even the DLC, and they are not using Great Runes, which is insane to me. This guy shoots arrows at us. Remember, just get good at rolling last second. Easy. All right, let's go Sippy. I would just run so this pillar's kind of obstructing his vision of us. So these are golems. You just like do a heavy attack on their leg and then just win. Didn't even knock him down. And you'll see that there's a warp point at the end here. And then now we're at this big tower here. I told you earlier that towers are important. Each one of these towers, this is the Divine Tower of Limgrave, so this is technically Godrick's tower. Each demigod has their own tower and it has their great rune inside. So once you've killed the boss, you can go to their tower and collect their great rune. And each of the demigods' great runes give you different abilities when you use them. And the way to use them is you have to have them equipped. So that's that blank space where your HP, FP, and stamina are. That's where it shows which great rune you have equipped. Godrick's, which is the one that we're about to get, grants us +5 points in every attribute of our character. So right now, when we look at our status, so in Vigor, Mind, Endurance, Strength, Dexterity, Intelligence, Faith, and Arcane, it'll give us +5 in each of those. So it's like 40 free upgrade points. When you're later on, and you're like a higher level, those 5 points aren't doing anything for you, so you should switch to a different great rune. But this is a great starter great rune to use. So just grab this. Now we have Godrick's Great Rune. And another part about the Great Runes is they're only active as long as you have a rune arc. And once you die, you lose your rune arc and you have to pop another one. And rune arcs are very limited resources in this game. Okay, so and then when you sit outside of Grace, you'll have this option, Great Runes. We're going to choose Godrick's Great Rune. And you'll see at the top left, we now have his rune there. So like I mentioned, you have to use a rune arc to activate it, and that's why save scumming is going to be so important, because if you don't save scum, you will have to fucking farm for rune arcs. And guess where you farm for rune arcs? You have to farm rats, and their drop rate is garbage. Or you have to help people online with co-op. I think if you go and help someone beat a boss, you'll get a rune arc. Or if you beat someone during an invasion. But if you're watching this for an easy mode beginner's guide, fucking good luck with beating like 2-year veterans who love nothing more than fucking playing a really low level character with all items in the game because they've beaten it rune level 1 and just dunking on new players. So good luck with that. So save scum, please save scum. If you don't save scum and then you tell me like, oh, I lost my rune arc, where can I get more? Again, I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself. I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself because you didn't listen to any of the episodes and I don't know what the hell you're doing. But yeah, go fuck yourself. I'm not going to waste my time with you. Okay. That being said, let's move on. So now that we've got his Great Rune, we've got like most of the map points and we can just like bum rush a bunch of bosses. I'm gonna go grab another free Great Rune that's right here by Bellum Church. And after that, we're actually gonna go get a Somber Stone +6. If we just hug this left wall here, gonna be a Great Rune on the left side. But yeah, I bet you after all this, a bunch of you are gonna be like, wow, that was easy. And it's like, yes, this is an easy mode beginner's guide. If you just like freeballed that boss fight and you go in there like level 30 or whatever with your bullshit character and like using the Uji Katana, like you will get fucking stomped on. Like you can do it. Yes, there are many people who can beat Godrick the Grafted with just the Uji Katana, but it's just like, especially if it's your first time, you're not that guy. You're not gonna be that guy. As much as you want to be, you just won't be. So the Bloodhound's Fang, use it, abuse it. It's so good. I tried to make other builds for this remastered guide, and none of them were as good as Bloodhound's Fang. Especially for like the majority of the playthrough. So we went all the way from this church along the edge, and then we went up to the Grand Lift of Dectus. And because we got 2 halves of the Dectus medallion from Fort Height and Fort Ferrith, we can now take this elevator up. We're going to hoist medallion. And now we're in Atlas Plateau. We're gonna go over here and we are going to get a Site of Grace real quick. Okay, before we go any further, I want to do something really quick in Liurnia. So let's go back to Liurnia and we are gonna go to this spot right here. But we're gonna warp to Leixar Ruins. Okay, and let's just run towards our spot here. Remember, take a wide berth because those enemies spawn over here and we don't want to deal with that right now. There is a mini quest line that I just want to start so we can get introduced to a character that sells a really good item. And I don't want to miss out on that. And I'm hoping that going to Atlas Plateau just now didn't fuck us over. Okay, good, they're there. Okay, run through this character's dialogue and say that you'll hear their request.
Oh, what a blessing. The thug, please. Please.
Okay, so she wants you to get their necklace. It's over here. So from where we are, we go to this house that's right here. So this is where we are. You'll see the big telescope that you can look at. It's right diagonally across, and it's this little speck right here. So let's hop on Torrent, and we're gonna go there. Look out for lobsters. There is a site of grace up here we can go grab. But yeah, I know that I really edged out doing Godrick the Grafted, but I just really wanted you to be OP, and I wanted those items to be able to get the most runes per boss that we kill, because we want to get the most that we can so we can level up the fastest that we can, so we're ready for the DLC without having to do a bunch of farming, because I'd like to be level 200 for the DLC. So let's grab this side of grace, and then here we go. We got our little NPC merchant here, and he sells these boiled crab legs, which is awesome.
What are you looking trying to start?
And he's hilarious too. Give me the necklace.
Show me, and I'll consider. I'm not in love with you. You're a shrew. First.
And you have to buy it off of him for 1,000 runes.
All right, things know you're bloody.
And then just talk to him again.
All right, then I could be.
And then now we can purchase boiled prawn off of him. So I'm gonna buy 5.
Oh, all right. Well, but it ain't mine anyway.
You can ask him about the girl.
Can you see it there?
He also asks you about the guidance of grace. Because like I said at the beginning of the game, tarnished are are humans, right? And then so all the tarnished got revived by the Golden Order to mend the Elden Ring back together. See, he's already gone, dude. Because we went to Atlas Plateau, so he's already left there. Damn. Dang, dude. It's good that we bought 5 of those boiled prawns. They're not going to be really like essential to us right now, but they are helpful because they increase your defense. So kind of like Golden Vow, but Golden Vow also gives you higher attack, but the boiled prawn just only increases defense. Yeah, let's give her back her necklace.
The fleas. Oh, yeah, thank you. Did I forget? I see.
Tells you what the Volcano Manor.
Fleas. Wait, most time. You are the volcano.
Nice. Okay. So we did what I want to do. We're going to go back to Atlas Plateau. Okay. And this is where we're going to end the episode. So I really hope you enjoyed going through Godrick the Grafted. I hope I explained it in detail enough for you so you can easily mow over that boss. I think with a +5 Bloodhound's Fang, and like even with Nepheli Lu taking a little bit of the aggro off, you should dunk on Godrick so fucking hard. So it should be no issue for you. I'm going to give you a homework assignment. So your homework assignment for until the next episode is I would like you in Liurnia, from this first side of grace here, the Liurnia Lake Shore, you're going to go just right around this corner here. And then there is a cave right here. So it's right at the end here. So right from here, it's going to turn around and you're going to go here and then there, go to that cave. I also want you to go from Academy Gate Town. You're going to go backwards and there's going to be a site of grace right here. And then there's going to be a Black Knights Cavalry right around here. So I want you to take that out. So you got to go there at night. So go to Academy Gate Town, change it to night, go backwards. There's a site of grace right here. And then you should see the Knights Cavalry right there. So take that out. Take out this cave. And then I also want you to do this cave right here. So you'll see the cave dot right there. If you just go to East Rail Acaria Gate, and remember there's a spirit spring right off the edge, jump down, go here, go through that tunnel, and do that tunnel for me. That's your homework assignment, so I'll see you guys in the next one.